Hi everyone, welcome to back the channel. After Russia, the RSM-56 Bulava, known in NATO designation as the SSNX-30, has long stood as one of Russia's most critical pillars of strategic nuclear deterrence. In 2025, its story is not just one of technical engineering and weaponry, but also a narrative of persistence, adaptation, modernization, and symbolism in the balance of power between the great nations of the world. To understand the Bulava today, one must explore its origins, its troubled beginnings, its role within Russia's naval strategy, and its current status in the broader context of evolving nuclear doctrines and global security. The RSM-56 Bulava was conceived as the sea-based counterpart to the land-based Topol intercontinental ballistic missile. The logic behind this was simple but crucial. If Russia could develop a common missile family for both land and sea applications, it could streamline its technological development, logistics, and overall costs. The submarine-launched Bulava would provide Russia with a survivable second strike capability, ensuring that even in the event of a surprise attack on its land-based arsenal, the Russian Navy's nuclear submarines would be able to respond with devastating force. In many ways, the Bulava is not just a missile but a guarantee that Russia cannot be neutralized or disarmed without facing consequences. However, the path to making the Bulava fully operational was fraught with setbacks. Throughout its early years in the 2000s and 2010s, the missile suffered a series of high-profile test failures. Misfires, trajectory errors, and technical malfunctions plagued its development. Each failure not only cast doubt on the program but also drew international scrutiny. Analysts questioned whether the Bulava would ever reach full operational capability. For Russia, this was not just a technical issue but a matter of national prestige. A failed missile program could undermine faith in the credibility of Russia's nuclear deterrence. Yet, despite these setbacks, the program continued. Engineers revised designs, corrected flaws, and made iterative improvements. By the early 2020s, test launches increasingly demonstrated success, and the Bulava gradually transitioned from a controversial project to an operational cornerstone of Russia's naval nuclear force. In 2025, the RSM-56 Bulava represents the maturity of this long process. It is now fully integrated into Russia's newest Borei-class strategic submarines, which serve as the backbone of the country's sea-based deterrent. Each Borei-class submarine can carry up to 16 Bulava missiles, each missile equipped with multiple independently targetable reentry vehicles. MIRVs are capable of delivering nuclear warheads to separate targets. This dramatically multiplies the destructive potential of a single submarine patrol. It means that even one submarine, concealed beneath the world's oceans, has the power to unleash devastation across multiple continents in a matter of minutes. The technical details of the Bulava underline its significance. The missile has a range of approximately 8,000 to 9,000 kilometers, placing nearly all of Europe, Asia, and North America within its reach when launched from patrol areas in the Arctic or Pacific. Its three-stage solid-fuel propulsion system allows for rapid launch capability, reducing the window of vulnerability during which it might be intercepted. The warheads it carries are designed to maneuver during re-entry, making them far more difficult for enemy missile defense systems to track and neutralize. In addition to its MIRV capacity, the Bulava also deploys decoys and countermeasures to confuse interception attempts. These features together embody Russia's broader strategy of ensuring that its nuclear deterrent remains credible even against advanced anti-missile technologies being developed by the United States and NATO. In geopolitical terms, the Bulava is more than a weapon, it is a strategic message. Russia's doctrine of nuclear deterrence emphasizes the principle of assured retaliation. The existence of submarine-launched ballistic missiles like the Bulava makes it clear to any adversary that even if Russia's land-based missiles were targeted in a first strike, its submarines would remain hidden and ready to respond. This capability maintains the delicate balance of nuclear deterrence that has prevented great power wars in the nuclear age. The Borei-class submarines, with their Bulava missiles, often patrol beneath the Arctic ice or deep in the Pacific, their locations unknown, their presence a silent reminder of Russia's enduring reach. In 2025, The Bulava must also be viewed in the context of the rapidly changing global security environment. Arms control treaties that once provided predictability and stability are weakening. The New START treaty between the United States and Russia is approaching its expiration, and negotiations for its extension remain uncertain. Meanwhile, the emergence of new technologies such as hypersonic glide vehicles, artificial intelligence in military decision-making, and advanced missile defense systems all add new variables to the nuclear equation. For Russia, the Bulava's modernization is a way of countering these developments and ensuring that its deterrent remains effective in an era of technological competition. The missile's operational readiness also ties into the modernization of Russia's strategic triad, alongside the development of the armored-heavy ICBM on land and the modernization of two 160 strategic bombers in the air. The Bulava serves as the sea-based leg of the triad. Together, these forces provide redundancy in survivability, making it virtually impossible for an adversary to eliminate Russia's nuclear capabilities in a single strike. This triad structure is not unique to Russia. The United States, too, maintains a nuclear triad, but it remains central to maintaining strategic stability. The Bulava's role is therefore not just technical but existential, ensuring that Russia's deterrence remains beyond doubt. The symbolism of the Bulava cannot be overlooked. Its name itself, a Bulava, refers to a mace, a weapon associated with power and authority in Russian tradition. Just as the mace historically represented the authority of rulers, the Bulava represents the authority of the Russian state in the nuclear age. Its development despite failure speaks to a narrative of resilience and determination. It tells the story of a nation unwilling to concede technological superiority to its rivals, determined instead to carve its own path and assert its sovereignty on the global stage. The Bulava's presence in 2025 also intersects with the modernization of Russia's submarine fleet. The Borei-class, the most advanced version of these strategic submarines, has been designed with improved stealth, quieter propulsion systems, and more sophisticated command and control networks. These submarines are built specifically to carry the Bulava and operate undetected in contested waters. Their deployments in the Arctic and Pacific underscore Russia's strategic priorities of protecting its northern frontiers, asserting dominance in the Arctic, and ensuring a credible deterrent in the Pacific against both the United States and China. From a purely technical perspective, the Bulava's success is a testament to Russia's missile design bureaus and their ability to adapt under pressure. Each stage of the missile is optimized for performance. Its solid fuel propulsion makes storage and launch simpler compared to liquid-fueled predecessors. Its guidance system, while classified in detail, is believed to incorporate both inertial navigation and satellite correction, ensuring accuracy despite countermeasures or attempts at electronic interference. These qualities ensure not just range and destructive power, but reliability under the harsh conditions of submarine deployment. Critics, however, still question whether the Bulava is as flawless as its modern presentation suggests. The legacy of its failed tests lingers, and in an environment where reliability is everything, even a small margin of error could prove catastrophic in real-world scenarios. Yet, by 2025, the fact that Russia has conducted numerous successful test launches from Borei submarines indicates that the missile has reached a level of maturity where it can be relied upon in service. The symbolism of recent launches such as demonstrations in the Arctic or high-profile exercises are meant not only to validate the missile technically but also to send signals internationally about Russia's readiness and resolve. In broader terms, the Bulava contributes to the global tension surrounding nuclear modernization. The United States is simultaneously upgrading its Columbia-class ballistic missile submarines and Trident 2D5 missiles, while China is expanding its Jin-class and Type 096 submarines with new JL-series missiles. This parallel modernization across multiple powers creates an environment where nuclear deterrence is being simultaneously reinforced and destabilized. Each power justifies its modernization as a response to the other, creating a cycle of action and reaction. In this cycle, the Bulava stands as Russia's response to Western advancements, ensuring parity, or at least the perception of parity, in the nuclear balance. The question of cost also arises when discussing the Bulava. Developing